10k subs, boys, let's go! I know I was gonna upload this video last week. No, 2 weeks ago. I guess I lied though. I'm sorry. It's just I had a lot of holidays planned this vacation, or this summer vacation, right? And before school starts, my job asked me like, how many hours are you gonna work in between your holidays? And I said 40 hours a week. Cue my utter shock and horror when they actually planned me in for 40 hours a week. So I really haven't had a lot of time to make YouTube videos, but I promise you from now on, at least 1 or more videos a week, and I sure hope I can keep that promise. Anyway, I asked you guys over a month ago to ask me questions for a 10k sub Q&A, so that's what we're doing right now. So let's get right into the questions, boys. What is your favorite game made or published by PlayStation? I know you usually don't like most of their games, but I'm curious what you think their best is. I like Gravity Rush, and no, I'm kidding. There have to be more, right? No, like obviously the old God of War games are good. I played some of the newer Ratchet and Clank games, like the one on the PS4. That one was fine, but I think the older ones are better. Like they just have more like character to them. Besides that, all of the fucking third-person action RPGs with stealth elements are shit, and I don't play them. What are your plans for the future of the channel? Love your commentary videos. Also, where are you from? I can't place your accent. So, I am from the Netherlands. I don't think I have a very Dutch accent. That's mainly because 1, I try to mask it, because when Dutch people speak English, I fucking die inside. And 2, because I learned English through YouTube and Minecraft. I kind of just pronounce the words the way that the person I learned them from pronounces them, if that makes sense. And the future of the channel, I don't really know. I want to keep going, like doing mainly commentary videos, right? But I want to kind of not only cover PlayStation Fanboy or console Fanboy stuff, which I haven't been doing recently as much. And I also want to like review mainly TV shows. Not really games, but mainly TV shows. This question kind of really fits well with the other one. Are you going to review games and such? I'm probably going to review some games, maybe, but mostly I just want to focus on the commentary videos and reviewing a TV show here and there, and then maybe some games. For example, I really hate the new season of House of the Dragon. I just feel the need to make a video about that, you know? What is the hardest game you've played? Now, obviously, it's Garfield Kart. The competitive scene is just so cutthroat. Yeah, but, like, for real, it's gotta be... I know, I think it's mainly, you know, I'm a bit of a dumbass, you know. So when I play older games like Ocarina of Time and there's a puzzle, I will try something, it won't work, and then I'm like, okay, I just can't figure this out, so then I shamefully Google the solution. And then it turns out that what I was trying to do is the correct way to solve the puzzle. I just did it wrong, so I'm so fucking stupid that I know the solution to a puzzle, but I just can't apply it correctly. The hardest game I've ever played, I don't know, probably like Cuphead, or, well, actually, it might be Honey Pop 2. Yeah, that sounds very cringy, I know. But I wanted to play that game to make a video about it, and I just couldn't beat the final boss for like 15 fucking hours. So yeah, there's that. Would you date Synthetic Man? Absolutely fucking not. Mainly because I kind of have the feeling that Synthetic Man like smells the same way that he looks. Bad. Also, I have a very lovely, beautiful girlfriend, so I don't really need to be looking at, well, especially not at Synthetic Man. Like, holy fucking... No way. No thanks. Are you a gnome or a knight, good sir? Now, I am definitely a gnome. Are you kidding me? Like... even so relevant, but like I'm definitely a gnome, okay? Ain't no knights catching me in their stupid fucking traps. I will go behind the counter and H&M, man. I don't care. I'm curious, what are your political views? My political views, I'm obviously not gonna say right now what I vote for or whatever, because it really shouldn't matter to you. And then there's also the thing that right wing and left wing in America are very different from where I live in the Netherlands. But I do think that if you just watch my content, you get a very good view of like what I'm about or what my views are on certain topics. I also try to like cover both, I guess, SJWs and anti-SJWs, to put it in pretty old-fashioned terms. Mainly, well, because they're both stupid and it's fun to make fun of both of them. But also because creators like H3H3, who were actually Democrats, constantly made videos only about like feminists and SJWs and shit. And then when it came out that they were Democrats, like half the audience got super fucking pissed because they had this view of Ethan that was then shattered because of the revelation that he actually wasn't right-wing. So I don't want to confuse anybody on my views with my videos. I think if you watch my content, you get a pretty good view on like what I'm about. What are your free time hobbies? Now, believe it or not, but YouTube actually is one of my free time hobbies. Other ones would be things like, well, obviously gaming, but I don't really game that much. You know, I read quite a bit. And now I'm making my way through the Dune trilogy. I hope that I finish that in time, because after the Dune trilogy, I want to read the first book in the Way of Kings series, right? But I hope I finish both Dune and the first book in Way of Kings before the final book of the Blood-Sworn saga releases this October. What else do I do? I try to make video games. I want to make my own video games someday. I try to go to the gym. I used to go pretty regularly before the summer started, and I had to work 40 hours a week, but you know, I consider that a hobby. And I guess girlfriend. My girlfriend isn't really a hobby, I guess, but it sure does take up a fuck ton of time, I tell you that. I'm not complaining though, she's lovely. Who is the worst person you've covered? You know, Synthetic Man, hands down. The guy's just a racist piece of shit. If you want to look for a second one, I guess you could add like Amazing Lucas to that list. He's pretty fucking homophobic. And then you got, I guess, what's the guy name? John Delaroz. Yeah, he fits that bracket as well. He fits inside that box as well. Is there any video you dislike the most on your channel? Well, I guess my older videos, I don't really hate them. They're just not really well made, I guess. I deleted some of my really old videos, so I don't really know if I would hate them if I could watch them today. But if you want to like see videos that I dislike, if you go back on my channel like 3 years, I made a video about like how people were mad about like White moving first in chess, or like that Leafy came back. I made videos about those things. Those videos suck. I would not recommend watching them. They're not good. But besides that, I don't know. I like my videos. Like even though I realize a lot of them are just kind of not timeless, right? A lot of them are only relevant for a couple of weeks, even before the topic is no longer relevant. I'm talking about. I still like rewatching them a little bit. I'm not sure if that makes me seem like a narcissist or whatever, but I don't really like rewatch them a lot. But if I rewatch one, I don't know, I just kind of get a little bit nostalgic. I just remember making it. I remember the things that I was like, oh, how do I want to like convey this point? What do I want to say here? So I don't personally hate any of the videos that are on my channel, but I do realize that a lot of them that were made like 3 years ago are quite bad. Now that you have 10k, have you been contacted by Raid Shadow Legends or Manscaped? No, I have not. Mainly because there's no real way to contact me, and I also don't know if they would contact me because, you know, channel's pretty small. I'm also not a sellout, like some people. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know if I would ever take a sponsorship, but I really just can't be bothered to like set up a fucking email for sponsorships. Your favorite fanboy, and by that I mean the one you're like covering the most. So this would actually have gone to like the Amazing Lucas, because the Amazing Lucas is just batshit crazy. The guy is insane, and it's so funny to cover him, right? But since he doesn't really make a lot of like PlayStation centered content anymore, I'd say that the trophy has to go to J-Dub. J-Dub doesn't make videos, he only really tweets a lot, but J-Dub is the absolute like most delusional PlayStation fanboy out there. He will blindly defend Sony on everything, even when other PlayStation fanboys like MBG like say shit like, okay, Sony, Concord sucks, it sucks, right? J-Dub will still say, nah, it's the best game of all time, and just straight up suck Sony's dick every chance he gets. And it's just hilarious. It's hilarious. It's funny to make fun of that. I always liked it when a decently sized YouTuber streamed a playthrough of a game, especially an indie game, as it draws more attention to that game, which in some cases might desperately need that attention. So would you consider doing streams of new or old games that you're interested in playing? Maybe. It's a big maybe though. I've always had ideas about like streaming, but it never really got off the ground, you know. Like usually when like a big event comes around, like a Nintendo Direct, or you know, Microsoft like does an event for E3 or whatever, I always thought like, what if I just stream it? That would be fun. But I just never really got to it. But I probably will eventually stream playing video games and reacting to events like that. So yeah, I could definitely see myself doing that. Anyway, lads, I tried to answer as many questions as I could. Or not as I could, I tried to answer most of the questions, and I did. There are some that I didn't answer, and it's mainly because they were very similar to other questions that I did answer, or because they were questions about like TV shows or video games I'd never played or watched. So yeah, but with that being said, this video is going to end here. 20k subs, face reveal, by the way. Just so you know, I don't know if you want face reveal. I don't care, 20k subs, face reveal. With that being said, I'm gonna end the video right here. So yeah, like and subscribe, and thank you all so very much for the 10,000 subscribers. Never actually thought I'd reach it, but thank you all so much. Goodbye.